Would you rather have the most restful night of sleep, but you feel so good when you wake up, like solid 8 hours, or a ring is like, good job, girl.
Or a ring says 100.
Yeah.
100 sleep score.
But you wake up and your blood sugar was 250 all night? Or would you rather toss and turn all night, but your blood sugar is a perfect 100?
Ooh, that's a really good would you rather. I'm like, I think I would rather have a really restful night of sleep. My blood sugar was 250.
That's what I'm picking. That's actually what I'm picking.
Sorry to my endocrinologist.
Yeah.
I'm like, if my Aura ring says 100, I'm picking that.
Would you feel like garbage if you woke up after a whole night of 250?
Probably. I think I would feel like, I don't know if I would feel rested if I was 250 all night though. But if we're talking about like, would you rather magic, then yes.
Would you rather magic?
Okay, then yeah. Then I wouldn't feel icky.
Yeah. But in real life, you would
In
not
real
feel
life,
great.
I would. Yeah, in real life, I think I would feel. In real life, I know I would feel tired.
Would you make that everyone else's problem? I'm just curious now.
No. Why would I do that?
Well, because some people are like, I didn't sleep well. Now it's everyone else's problem.
Oh, no, I just like drink coffee and continue my life.
I agree with that.
Okay, cool. Glad we're on the same page.
Please stay on the line and your Diabesties will be with you shortly.
You're listening to Hotline to Her. I'm Carson, your favorite Diabestie.
I'm Tini, your resident hot diabetic. We're here to help you feel like that girl beyond diabetes. Let's do a blood sugar roll call.
Blood sugar roll. Oh, I just dropped my phone.
Brutal.
Sorry, you could hear it. Mike, I gotta check my Dexcom though.
I'm 241.
241. I'm 120.
Oh, that's great.
Thank you so much.
But
you ate dinner though.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I had a really bad low actually. Like,
oh, I hate that.
wait, you were texting me earlier. You were like, oh, I'll come over and we can just eat dinner at like 8 o'clock after we record everything. And I was so low. And so I just said, says you.
And I was actively, I knew she was going to come back with something sassy. So I was actively texting. Obviously you can eat whenever you want though. Like it's your house. You'll have your food there. I just don't want to bring mine. And then I was like, my thumbs weren't fast enough for the sass.
And like literally only because I was like 50, like shoveling in fruit snacks right then. I was like, I'll eat when I want. But it has landed me at an overcorrection at 241.
Hey, that's okay. I feel like every low I have, I freaking overcorrect.
It's brutal, but
let us know what your blood sugar is. How are we feeling on this lovely Tuesday?
Hopefully
or whenever you're listening to this.
Sorry, I chatted over you.
No, that's okay. I just realized that they might not be listening to this on a Tuesday.
No, probably not.
So, oops.
It's Tuesday every day.
Yeah.
Eternal Tuesday.
Oh gosh, that sounds like my worst nightmare.
Yeah, I agree.
hate Tuesdays.
I think Tuesdays are like a Monday. Yeah.
I agree. But like, honestly though, important question. What's your favorite day of the week? Or least favorite day of the week though?
Tuesday.
Yeah, me too. Tuesdays. Okay, so today we're talking about rest and why rest is productive, because it is. And that's all we have for you. Goodbye.
In case you're wondering, rest is productive and we won't be explaining anymore. That's all. No. Okay. So this is like Carson's MO. She's really great at kind of just like taking a beat for herself, whether that's
thanks.
Yeah, like you're so good at prioritizing that. And we were talking before this about the season of life we're in right now, and we are both in a like push season.
Grind.
Like
yes.
We are grinding. That's like what we want to do with our careers.
Yeah.
All of our extras. Like that's how we are with our life right now.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about this rest topic and really how important understanding like rest in the busy seasons.
Exactly. You know, like when you're in your push seasons, when you're in your busy seasons, you need that rest to sustain yourself and to show up as your best self. And so it's not you just being lazy. It's you choosing yourself, you know?
Yeah. I think often us as high achievers, we are like, okay, well, I'll sleep when I'm dead.
Yeah,
like,
no, literally.
I'll rest when it's over.
Right.
And something I had to teach myself that you're really, really good at is like, it's not a reward. It's actually going to like, it's going to fuel the push season.
Exactly. You don't have to earn your rest. That's like a big thing. And I have not always been like this. I would like push and push and push myself until I was exhausted. And then I would like get sick and I would pay the repercussions later because I wasn't resting.
I agree with you. Like your body, you can either rest now on purpose, like you can choose to do it
For yourself,
for
as
yourself,
self-care.
right? Or you can be forced to rest later, and it's likely a lot longer and a lot more serious.
Exactly. And it's not going to be fun and productive, and you know, you're not going to be doing it for yourself. You're going to be doing it because your body is like, hey dude, like I need some help here. Like I'm forcing you to slow down, and that's why you're sick right now. Like whenever I get sick, I take it as a sign of like, obviously you can get sick because you can just get sick, but also I try to look at it and I'm like, wait, is my body trying to tell me that like I'm doing too much right now? Do I need to slow down? Do I need to reflect on how much I'm doing and what's on my plate and the plans I'm saying yes to and all of that?
Call me woo woo, but that's literally how I think. I'm like,
I love it. I honestly love being a little woo woo.
Yes, everyone
So
needs
fun.
to be a little woo woo delulu.
Yes.
No, like what is the universe trying to tell me right now? Because I have a head cold.
Yeah, literally.
It's like, actually slow down, you're doing too much.
Right. It's so true though. It's so true. Productivity culture kind of tells us that your output defines your worth, which is absolutely not true. And even if you don't have an output on a certain day, your worth doesn't fluctuate because of that.
Called out. Called out.
You need to have the time to rest in order to produce the output that you're wanting to produce.
I feel like something that I struggle with a lot is that I'll create my to-do list or my goals for that week, and I don't stop until I get them done. And sometimes that means I'm sitting here at this desk until 8 p.m.
Right.
And that's not restful.
Yeah.
But on other days, though, I'm like, okay, well, I work till 8 p.m., so I'm going to sleep until 10 a.m.
Right.
So how do you find out, like, how can you understand your internal threshold for the productivity, like, push and falling into that negative space of it versus, like, going after things that you want to go after and knowing this is a push season? Like, what would you do to hedge against that?
That's a great question. I think that even when you're in different seasons of life, rest can find a place in every season of life because it's something that you need, and you need to always honor the current capacity that you have for whatever you're doing. And so I think that even when you're in a push season, I don't think that there needs to be a way of like, how do I figure out when I need to rest? I think it's more of a, I already know I need to rest because that's choosing myself and choosing my body and being kind to my body. So even in this push season, I'm going to schedule in some rest. Even if it's an hour of more intentionally having your morning coffee, and instead, you know, you maybe have that hour of like quiet time for your brain. Like you don't do anything except drink your coffee. You don't listen to anything. You just are resting.
Instead of being like, okay, I get to rest when my checklist's done.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I get to check in like throughout the day and say, okay, what do I need right now? I feel good. But also understanding, okay, after 5 days straight of working 12 hours, girl, maybe you should take a morning to yourself.
Yeah, no, exactly. And then also look at it on an even smaller scale when you're going through that checklist. Like, you don't have to complete the checklist in order to rest. You need to rest in order to complete the checklist.
Oh, that was so good.
It's so true.
Bars.
Literally bars.
So, I mean, that's in busy seasons, right? How do we navigate seasons that are slower and still allowing ourselves to rest without feeling guilty?
Yeah, that's like the $1 million question right there. I think it comes down to self-talk, honestly, because I still have to, you know, make myself aware that rest is productive, and this is not me being lazy. This is me taking a season of rest because I know a season of push is coming right after, because it's all a cycle and ebb and flow. You know what I mean? You're not going to be in a slow season forever because everything comes and goes, ebbs and flows, ups and downs, you know? So.
Okay, Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, why did I say it like that?
I loved it. I loved it. Like you're riffing today.
That's so funny.
Get this girl a mic.
My spindrift really got me going. So yeah, basically what I was saying is like, it comes down to self-talk and saying like, I know this season of my life is a little bit slower right now. And I'm so grateful for that because it's like giving me ample time to have physical, mental, emotional rest for the next season of my life that's coming that will probably be a little bit less slow because I personally feel as though the universe just works like that, where it's like, you know, I'm like making a wave motion with my hand if you can't see me, but unless you're watching the video, but that's like how I envision the universe is like up and down with slow and busy seasons, you know?
Yeah. I like that a lot. So you said physical, mental, emotional rest. What does that even mean?
Yeah. Something that I also learned in learning all about rest and how I can implement it more into my life is that rest is not just taking a nap. It's so much deeper than that. And like, yes, physical rest, you can have a good sleep, you can take a nap, you can not do your workout that day, but there's also mental and emotional rest. And I feel like honestly for me, the mental and emotional piece of rest is more impactful and important for me than the physical part because I'm the type of person where my brain just goes and goes and goes and goes. So I really need to rest that sucker.
Okay, but like how?
Yeah, a really big thing that I love to do for mental rest is going on my walk, but I won't wear headphones and I won't listen to music. I won't call anyone on the phone. I won't listen to a podcast. I will literally just walk in silence.
Ooh, I actually do that. I didn't realize
that's a form of rest.
I love doing that.
I know. See, because it's restful and you feel good after,
you
right?
do, and it allows you to like intentionally like just look around and take in your surroundings. And that's when I find I have the most creativity downloads and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get inside and write this down.
Yes, because your brain is like, you're letting me rest right now. I don't have to process anything right now.
Well, yay me. I love that. I'm already doing that.
Yeah. No, it's so fun. Another piece of mental rest that I've found that I'm still actively working on is that I don't have to always be self-improving and optimizing myself. Yeah. Because I love doing that.
Me too.
But it gets exhausting even if you don't know it. And your brain is just like, okay, wait, can I just like be what I am right now for like 2 seconds and like breathe?
Yeah, this is something I've noted I caught myself doing because I cannot help myself when I'm like in a bookstore and I see a self-help book. I'm like, purchase.
Purchase.
And I was reading them before bed like a crazy person. Like it was my nighttime read.
Yeah.
And I had to stop because I was like, what am I doing? Like I couldn't fall asleep because then I'm thinking of like how I can improve this system and change this thing in my life. And I was like, my life actually started getting so much better when I started reading, fiction?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your sleep was getting better?
Yeah, my sleep, I was falling asleep immediately.
Yeah,
like it was
that's
so nice.
Because your brain is like, oh, finally something that's like not so serious and I can just like take a beat. So.
Not so serious.
I
don't like that.
Don't be so serious.
Oops.
Emotional rest is a huge one as well. And that comes down to boundaries, like setting boundaries. And this is a huge one for me is like not over explaining yourself. You don't owe everyone a paragraph long explanation of why you're not coming or why you don't want to go or why you can't make it. You can just be like, I can't make it, and that's fine. And then also not managing other people's emotions either, and just like actively being like, you know what, that's a them thing, not a me thing. I don't need to take this on because I'm trying to rest my brain right now.
I feel like as diabetics, that is a really important one to learn.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to, and we talk about this in the boundaries episode, but like you don't have to explain why you're doing something the way you're doing that. You don't have to explain your management styles, anything about your diabetes. Like,
yes.
And I feel like a good tool to have too that I had to, this is exciting for me because I had no idea that was rest.
Yeah. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm doing it.
I have been resting.
No, you are. And I love that you said that you feel good after too.
Yeah.
And it's like it just kind of proves that like you feel good because you feel rested.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you feel like refreshed, right?
Yes, I agree. But I do feel like I want to circle back real quick to the tools. Something that like really changed the way I manage my diabetes is emotionally. Like I have tools now, like catchphrases almost, that I would say if someone asks me like about diabetes or they want to talk about it and I don't want to. Like this was happening to me a lot in my early 20s. Like people would see my Dexcom like out at a bar or restaurant and be like, oh my God, my sister's a diabetic, or oh my God, what is that? And it's like, if it's a mutual connection, I'll probably be like, oh, cool. But if it's like, what is that?
Right.
I usually am just like so quick with it and don't over explain it at all. I'm just like, oh, it reads my blood sugar.
Yeah.
And like, that's it.
Right.
I don't even say that I'm a diabetic, but that was like a tool I had to get so I wasn't spending my emotional energy.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that was what I was doing.
Yeah. So you were technically, well, I would classify it as you were choosing to rest your emotional energy in that moment. Yeah. Which is amazing.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
I love that. Wait, what are some phrases? Just asking for a friend.
Oh yeah.
Me.
Yeah. I
and for everyone else listening.
For everyone else, yeah.
We're like, let us know. Don't just say it.
Well, like what? Like literally, I mean, it goes in waves, like depending on my mood.
Yeah.
Of course. If someone's like, what is that on your arm? Like I'm usually pretty short with it.
Of course.
And so then I just practice like, what do I like to say? But if someone's like trying to make connection or be kind, I really try to like decipher with the social cues.
Yeah.
But I still like keep it short. And I always have in my back pocket, like if people are prying, because you know, if you're like, oh, I'm a diabetic and people are like, what does that mean?
Right.
Like I usually just say like, oh, I don't really want to talk about it.
Yeah. Fair enough.
And that's it. Like it can literally be as simple as that.
And then they're like, oh, okay.
Right. And I'm like, sorry I made you feel awkward, but this is kind of an intrusive question.
Right.
So like it's actually only awkward for you, not for me.
Like, okay, whatever.
Yeah. Wait, this is so interesting because I have been doing rest and I thought rest looked like totally different.
Right. Yeah. And that's something that I think is important to drive home, is that if your rest doesn't look the same as anyone else's rest, so what? It's still rest and it's still your rest.
I think that's like such an important thing to drive home.
Yes.
Should we take our call-ins now?
Let's do it.
Yay. Okay, so if you don't know, we are taking call-ins from our Hotline to Her community, which lives inside of Hot Diabetic Club's HQ. So if you're an HQ member, you get access to the hotline. And if you want access to the hotline, Carson will put all of the information in our show notes.
Yes.
But
got you.
Let's hear it.
So we asked our community, what is your biggest barrier that you feel like makes it hard for you to rest? And what advice do you want from us on changing that?
Hi, Tini and Carson. I really appreciate you guys listening to my call and giving me advice on this topic. I've been really struggling with allowing myself to get rest and give myself that extra rest. And I hope that you guys can help me. So basically what happened is I allowed myself to rest one time. I took the day off of work after roller coaster blood sugars all night, and it felt really good. And I was able to take the time to go on a walk and really focus on making myself feel better that day, but I haven't been able to replicate it. Being diagnosed later in life, I was a college athlete beforehand, and so I was always built around that structure of like go, go, go. And I feel like I still hold that so close to who I am as a person, and that's totally fine. I am good at balancing that for the most part with type 1 diabetes. However, sometimes I really do need that rest, but I can't take it. I guilt myself into saying, you're fine, you don't need the rest, you can just push through. And I know I need the rest, but I just, with all the things that I feel like I have to check off my to-do list, I'm not able to allow myself to take that rest. So I was wondering if you guys had any advice on like how to be more forgiving for myself and allow myself to take the rest that I really need, even though it might mentally feel like I can't take that rest. So thanks so much, you guys.
Relatable.
Yeah, I was literally going to say me. Me.
Wow.
I so get that. I was also on an athletic team in college, so I get the go culture of that 100%, and it is ingrained into who I am for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard.
Yeah.
And maybe you can build off this, because my immediate thought is like, let's just schedule it out. Like, actually make it a to-do list item.
I love that.
I feel like that's like the easiest way to like trick your brain. Like, put it on the calendar like it's a plan.
Yeah.
But then like it goes into when you're in the act of resting, Carson, maybe you have some like, maybe we can brainstorm like what some good activities for this rest could be that don't feel guilty, like that don't fuel the guilt.
Yeah. I love that. I love the idea of scheduling it out. And then I was also going to say, so one, adding it to the to-do list, that's great. Two, when you're actively in it and you feel yourself kind of slipping into that guilt and being like, oh, I need to be doing like 20 other things mindset, I like to reframe it as self-care and being like, this is me caring for my body. This is me caring for my diabetes. This is me caring for my mental health. This is me caring for myself overall. So reframing it as, if you don't even want to call it rest, you can just call it self-care too. If
that's really
helps.
good. Yeah. And I think it's important that like these thoughts are normal.
Of course.
Like, it's okay that any thought that and this is like any reframing thing, right? Like, it's okay. Allow the thoughts to come in and then you can reframe it. So like recognize, ooh, I'm feeling guilty right now. What's that about? And then when you allow yourself to be curious about it, you won't feel as like shameful for feeling that way.
Yeah. That's like a constant like cycle in my brain when I'm resting, like, because when we pause, like hustle culture and productivity culture is like go. And then when we pause, everything around us is still going. So we're like, oh, am I not doing enough right now? Like, what's going on? So then it's like an automatic human response to be like, wow, I'm feeling guilty because everyone else is doing something, because that's just like what we're doing. That's just what people are doing.
Maybe this is toxic. You let me know.
Okay.
What if you told yourself, like, because everyone's go, right? And you're like, oh my God, everyone's doing something and then I should be doing that. What if you were like, I'm actually better than everyone because I'm resting right now? Is that too toxic?
I mean, if that's going to make you rest, say it. I'm like, if that's going to make you rest, just do whatever you want, okay? When you rest, it's going to be a natural human response to feel that guilt. So I don't think we're necessarily trying to get rid of the guilt, but we're trying to do what Tini said and reframe the guilt and kind of like notice it, but then be like, oh wait, no, actually, this is self-care. I'm taking care of my body, my mind, my diabetes all right now. And in order to go on and finish completing my checklist that I have, I need the energy and the mental capacity, the physical capacity to do that. And so that is why I am choosing to do this rest, so I can show up more productive after the fact.
Yeah, that's really good.
And, rest doesn't have to be absolutely sitting still. Like, rest looks different for everyone, like we said earlier. So if you want to go on a walk with no music, no podcast, no nothing, if that feels restful to you, that could maybe be like a nice little transition into resting, because you're still kind of doing something, but you're still taking a moment of quiet and an intentional moment for yourself.
What about like hobbies with your hands? Like, I'm thinking of like puzzles or painting or knitting. Like, is that rest?
If it feels restful to you, it is.
Yeah, like if you're not stressed, if you're just sitting there like on the floor with like a little puzzle and you're like,
if that feels good to you, do it. Like for me, I literally hate puzzles, and like that would send me into a spiral, and that would be like the exact opposite of what I would need when I was stressed.
Yeah, that's
totally like I hate puzzles. Like, please don't invite me over to do a puzzle ever, because I won't come.
Valid. But like maybe like painting mindlessly, like just letting your mind wander.
Yeah, I really want to get a coloring book.
Yeah,
because I feel like that would be fun.
And that would be rest.
Yes. Yeah, that would be, because if it feels like, if it feels restful to you, then it's rest.
Okay, this just like, obviously you've been saying the term rest is productive, but I think maybe, because like this is just clicking in my head right now. Maybe it's obvious.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
I think like maybe if we need a metric to it, we could tie a metric to the rest. Like
Mm-hmm.
for the walks, maybe you're like, okay, I am going on a walk with like nothing going on. Like I'm raw dogging the walk,
Yeah.
but I'm getting my steps in.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, that still feels like I'm being productive and doing something, but
Mm-hmm.
actually it's rest. And so that maybe you need to like actually like continue the train of thought, like
Yeah.
when you're saying, oh, I'm gonna go do this type of rest. So you feel like it's tied to productivity.
Yeah. And I feel like that's okay if that works for you.
Right.
I think it's all about understanding how it makes you feel afterwards is really the goal, because rest is supposed to make you feel refreshed and rested and, you know, like lighter, and not like, oh my God, I have so much to do and I just haven't taken a moment for myself today, you know? So-
okay. So if you're not a psycho like me and thinking like, oh my God, now I have to go on my walk with nothing in my ears so I get my
Yeah.
steps in. Like maybe that feels like another to-do list item that's stressful.
Correct.
That would not be the thing for you to do.
Correct. If you like, yeah, exactly. Like when I'm going about my day, I am looking forward to the moment that I get to go outside, like log off my computer, go outside and have my walk rest time. And so if you're thinking of it as another thing to do, maybe that's not restful to you. And that might be a good kind of trigger if you're like, oh, this is another thing I have to do. That doesn't really seem restful. If your brain is like, oh, I can't wait, I get to do this later, and that's going to make me feel so good, that's restful.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. And I think a good segue into our next call in.
Yeah, let's do it.
I've had a complicated relationship with rest where I would say I could only rest on a vacation or whenever I got everything checked off my to-do list that felt like it was never ending. I thought I would need to give myself permission to rest in a way by getting everything completed, but I noticed this would just lead me to not resting until I was sick or burnt out, yet I still kind of feel guilty for resting in a way. I think it's partly because my rest was just doom scrolling, and I've been really trying to work on giving myself more rest breaks during the week, but I feel like I still tend to reach for my phone on these breaks. What advice do you guys have on low energy restorative rest and like how you include that in your week? And if you have advice on like creative or fun things, kind of hobbies, I guess, that would also be counted towards that rest, that would be helpful too.
I love that question. We like kind of were like just talking about it.
Yes. And it actually reminded me of something my therapist recommended to me years ago when I was feeling so burnt out in my job and had so much anxiety. It's called Yoga Nidra. Have you heard of it?
No. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited though.
It is like a resting meditation. And like you
literally gonna say meditation.
You can literally put it on, like it's like you can YouTube search it. So you
Okay.
can do this for free. And it's like 10, 15 minutes, whatever it is. And I would put it on in my office and lay down, and it walks you through. I don't know the whole science behind it, but basically it puts you into this like rest state.
Love.
And it really only takes like 10 or 15 minutes to like reset. I think it resets your nervous system. And it's so good. Like if you are feeling like max burnt out, you want to cry because you're feeling so tired, you just need to get a few minutes of rest. Yoga Nidra.
Yoga Nidra.
Look it up on YouTube.
Love
It's
it.
so good.
I love that. And my answer to the question, your question, was literally going to be nervous system work. Yeah.
We're on the same wavelength.
We really are on the same wavelength, because if you know anything about me, you know I love nervous system work.
Regulate that nervous system.
I love a regulated nervous system. Thank you. So restorative, low energy things that you could do to rest is nervous system work. I have an app called Open, like open the door, OPEN. It has a bunch of different like free meditations and different nervous system regulation tactics and things like that. There is a free version, but there is a paid version, but I use the free version, and there's still very like of things you can do on there. And then also there's so many meditations on Spotify.
Let's talk about the word meditation, because I said meditation, you said meditation, and I feel like if you haven't done one before, it feels like scary.
Yeah, I think
like Yeah, like I don't want to sit in a room with my thoughts and just sit there and go, oh,
Totally. And I don't even like meditation.
Me neither.
I am not the type of person that can just sit still for like 10 minutes and do a meditation. Like that is not something that I want to do. But there are so many meditations that you can do just not sitting still.
Right. So like the meditation is really just about being mindful of what you're actively doing. And so
100%.
like there's like the guided meditations. That is actually what Yoga Nidra is. Like that walks you through like a body scan and like it has you think about different points. Like the walking ones, I'm sure they're like, find something green.
Yeah. I've done a driving meditation before.
I feel like the meditation, what's really important about that, if you are at a point of like super exhaustion, it's like it will lead you quickly to burnout. And the meditations are like a very quick, not quick, but like accessible and low lift tool to rest your brain. What you were saying, the mental rest. And it's like so quick and easy to just pop one of those on and listen and actually be committed to it for like 5 to 10 minutes. And it is restorative.
Right.
But there's other nervous system tools that you use, right?
Yeah, there are so many other ways to regulate your nervous system. And my favorite is vagus nerve stimulation. My favorite is saying VOO with like VOO, and you just take a deep breath and you breathe out. But when you breathe out, you go VOO like that. And it stimulates the vagus nerve, which essentially helps the nervous system reset. So I will do that while I drink my tea in the morning, but I also do it all the time, like throughout my day. It's just like a habit now that I've noticed that I do when I like get off a stressful meeting at work or I'm driving in my car. I'll just be like, "Woo."
Wait, I have a car. A nervous. Oh my God. Wait.
You have a car. I'm so happy for you. Wow.
I have a vagus nerve stimulation thing that you can do in the car.
Let's hear it.
It's called a car yell.
Oh, a car yell.
I used to do these like with our car parked in our garage. I would go down and grasp the steering wheel and then you just scream as loud as you can because screaming and singing.
Yeah, I was going to say singing in your car too stimulates the vagus nerve.
Yes. And so like when I would feel like frustrated or like just off, like anxious, when I would feel like anxious or stressed, like I literally would go down to my car and just scream, or I'd put on like the Billie Eilish song that's like, I don't relate to you. I would blast that and just like stimulate my vagus nerve, and it really helps.
No, it does. It really does. So I think those are your low energy restorative techniques. Well, thank you guys so much for your call-ins.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. No, thank you guys so much for your,
we are so eternally grateful.
We're so grateful for your call-ins.
Thanks for calling in. And if you want to call in, you can call Carson's personal cell phone number.
Yeah, it's yeah, my personal cell phone number will be listed in the show notes. Give me a ring.
You wish. She's serious. Well, so this episode is going to come out around the holidays. And I think it's perfect timing for our wellness challenge.
I totally agree.
But if you're listening and it's not during the holidays, we're still challenging you to do this. Carson, take it away with what the wellness habit is.
We're like looking at our notes. There's nothing written down. And Tini's like, all right, take it away. I'm challenging you to implement a new kind of rest into your week.
Ooh, yeah, that's good.
So whether it be mental rest, emotional rest, physical rest, implement a new kind of rest that you are excited to do, and you're like, oh, I get to go do this and I'm really excited. I'm going to feel so refreshed after. So try implementing that.
When you do it, tag us on Instagram. We're excited to see what you do, and maybe we can learn a little bit more and add some more rest to our toolbox.
I love rest. So
what are you going to do?
I'm always looking for new rest tactics. Yeah, what am I going to do?
I thought of mine.
Let's hear it.
I'm going to stretch. As we were saying those hobbies at the end, I think a nice little like deep stretch. Like I just picture myself even like putting one on like the TV
Yeah.
and doing it like in the comfort of my own living room. Like I just picture myself like afterwards being like, yeah.
I love that. I love that. I think I am going to look up the yoga nidra thing.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I'm going to do that.
You're really going to like it.
I'm excited.
Yay.
I'm
Oh
so
my
excited.
gosh.
Okay. Well, we're excited to see how you are going to be resting yourself this week. Let us know. Tag us when you do it. And
We better see you horizontal in your bed. That was weird. That was really weird.
we better see you horizontal.
Kick your feet up and rest is what I meant to say.
Because you deserve it. You deserve the rest. And rest is not something you need to earn. Rest is productive too.
Yeah, rest is productive too. That's really good. That's good. Maybe we should do a whole episode on that one. Okay. And we are
You have to cut that out.
and we're done. You're done. Okay. Let me close this out.
I'm so scared. I can't breathe.
pants.
I can't breathe. Okay.
Okay. God damn it. God damn it. Okay. See, it's not easy to keep it
now
together.
I'm doing it too. Okay. I'm shushing.
All right. Thank you for listening to Hotline to Her. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave us a review. If you have a question or story you would like our advice on, you can join our private community using the link in our show notes. We can't wait to feature you on our next episode. Stay hot.
And chat soon.
Bye.
Yes. That was so good. You really nailed that.
Thank you.
You nailed that outro, girl.
All right, we did it.
Bye-bye. Hotline to Her is for educational and entertainment purposes only and reflects personal experience. It is not medical, mental health, or therapeutic advice.